Welcome back to KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you how I make my Seared Ksngaroo with a really nice mushroom sauce. Now this is a very quick and fast recipe, and if you don't like your meat cooked basically to the way it should be, well, don't watch this video, watch something else, but I'm going to show you how to cook kangaroo perfectly. Alright, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make up a little bit of marinade. A tablespoon of garlic powder that goes in, a tablespoon of onion powder that can go in, just like that. Right? Really simple. And make sure you stir your garlic powder or onion powder from time to time. I'm going to give it half a teaspoon of white pepper and half a teaspoon of black pepper, just the pre-ground, of course. Now I'm going to add in a different little bit of an ingredient this time around. I'm not going to add salt. I'm going to add in about 2 teaspoons worth of French onion soup powder. It's going to give it a real funky flavour. I'm also going to add in about a quarter teaspoon's worth of ground cloves, about a half a teaspoon of ground ginger. That's going to go in. I'm going to add in about a quarter teaspoon's worth of ground cinnamon, and I'm also going to add in around about half a teaspoon's worth of ground cardamom. Alright, I'm going to add some real funky flavours to this, and for a kicker I'm going to add in about half a teaspoon of lemon myrtle, a beautiful Australian bush spice. A little bit hard to find, but when you do find it, it's worth it. Give all that a bit of a mix through, just like I'm doing right there. Get all those incorporated, and I'm going to add in some peanut oil. You could use olive oil, you could use just normal vegetable oil, but I'm going to add in around about a third of a cup. I'm going to give all of that a good mix through, good stir through like that, and those flavours are going to slowly infuse into that oil. A very, very simple marinade. Put your meat in there and let it go. Let's make our sauce. Okay, now with whatever meat you want to put in, I'll put in kangaroo steaks. You can put in chicken, you can put in fish. It works great with that marinade. Right, so for our sauce, 1 knob of butter, around about 20 grams worth. I'm going to add in about 200 grams worth of just button mushrooms. I'm going to put those into my little baby wok. I'm going to cover those and let these steam right down. Just keep an eye on them from time to time. You can see all those juices are coming out of those mushrooms, and that's where a lot of the flavour is. I'm going to add in around about a cup's worth of beef stock, okay, and I'm also going to add in about a tablespoon's worth of Dijon mustard. That can go in. As you can see, we've got a little bit of bubblage happening there. It's exactly what we want. We want to cook these mushrooms down. We want them to be nice and tender for our sauce. I'm going to add in about a tablespoon and a half's worth of capers. That can go in, and I'm also going to start adding in some sour cream. Now you can add as much or little as you want. I'm just going to add in probably close to quarter of a cup, maybe a little bit more. Just put that in, give that a stir through, and your sauce is basically done. I'm going to set that aside for when we're ready. Right, I've got my little griddle pan, a little bit of oil, really nice and hot, and I'm going to put my marinated kangaroo steaks down. Now, as I said, this is Seared Ksngaroo. We're not cooking this through all the way. We want to taste the kangaroo. We want it to be really, really tender when we eat it. So we're just going to sear this for around about 4 minutes per side-ish, all right? You can cook it a little bit longer if you want, but don't forget, if you cook kangaroo too long, it will go very, very tough. Alright, so I'm just going to sear these off, and you see we've got some beautiful colour already happening there. Look at that. And in Japanese style of cooking, this is called tataki style cooking, and where you really just sear the outside, lock in all the juices, and we're going to let it rest. Alright, so just keep making sure we get a good sear all over, just like that. And if you haven't tried eating kangaroo before, you don't know what you're missing. It's such a lean meat, and if you cook it just right, it just melts in your mouth. I'm giving these a little bit of a poke with my tongs to see how plump and how firm they are. We want them just that little bit of firmness all the way through. So just keep moving them around your pan until you think they're right for you. You can use a meat thermometer I'm winging it on this recipe. So as I said, I'm just going to cook these off just for a little bit of time. As I said, about 4, maybe 5 minutes maximum. All right, as you can see, we've got smoke coming off that griddle pan. Give those a little bit of a pat to see how firm they are, and we can take those off. Now I'm putting those onto a chopping board in a tray, and there's a really good reason for that, and you'll see that in a minute. I'm going to cover that with aluminium foil, and I'm going to rest that for at least 10 minutes. The aluminium foil will keep all that heat in, and the juices will just start to reabsorb back into that meat. Absolutely beautiful. In the meantime, Mrs. KP is getting some sides ready, and I'm just using a filleting knife, and I'm going to cut this meat incredibly thin. It's going to be a little bit like kangaroo sushi. That's the sort of style we're going for. Yes, it is very blue in the center. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the same as if you're cooking venison or deer. It just works out absolutely beautiful. Right, Mrs. KP is laying down some little discs of potato. I'm going to lay down my beautiful creamy sauce, and I'm going to put the sauce on the bottom this time, not on the top. The kangaroo will actually pick up the sauce as we eat it, and it will just be beautiful, absolutely magnificent. Right, we're going to lay down our kangaroo slices. As you can see, we've cut that really thin, just like that, and before you know it, you're going to have an amazing meal. Our seared kangaroo with mushroom sauce. Now, it's not the only way I cook kangaroo. I do cook it other ways, but I'm showing you a different technique, a little bit more modern, and a little bit in a way to showcase how beautiful this meat really is. Alright, I'd love to see you try and make this one at home if you like this style of cooking, but if you like this video, hit that like button. It gives me confidence, should make you feel warm and fuzzy too, and thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. We are trying to get another KP's Kingdom out there. Hit that notifications bell to be notified every time a new video goes up. Leave a comment. I love reading and I love responding to them. If you've got questions, put them in the comments and I will respond. In the meantime, if you want to learn how to cook some really cool Aussie tucker just like this, well, you need to come and join the family, my family. Hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. I'm off to eat my seared kangaroo with mushroom sauce, and I will catch you next time. Bye.